Hey y'all, welcome. Sorry, I I got up for like just a second to grab some lotion for my hands, and then I knocked like everything over. So then I had to get everything up, piled back up. Like I tried to do it as quickly as I can, but it wasn't quite as quick as it could have been. So, hey. Good to see you. Maybe you want to see me, since it's Makeup Monday and the whole point is for you to see my face. So here's my face, right here. I washed it and put moisturizer on it, and I put foundation on. So that part, that's like I like to put that on and like kind of let it set for a little bit before I add the next layer. Um, Maybe that's bad. I don't know. I'm not a professional makeup artist. This is just me putting on my makeup on the internet and talking to you guys about a subject. So the subject was completing things. I was thinking about like a bunch of games that I've played that I have just like not completed because I don't want it to be over. And I do that sometimes with books too, or TV shows. But also at the same time, I love endings. Yesterday, I watched the ending of Crazy Rich Asians. Not the whole movie, just the ending, because I like the ending of movies. Um, It's like my favorite. A lot of time, it's my favorite part. Isn't the ending of the movie like kind of the whole point? You know, like isn't that why you are watching this movie? It's for the ending. And if you've already seen the movie, then you know why do you need to see? Why do you need to see the whole thing, right? I don't think you do. Or at least I don't need to. But I also like watching like the last 3 episodes of a TV show. The last 3 because a lot of times when when a TV show is given like a true finale, you get like you get a penultimate episode, but you actually get a penultimate episode, an episode that concludes that story. Then you have the series finale. So you got to see like it takes you along, I don't know, a narrative path that gets you set up. Now, like you have to know who the characters are. It's hard, but not impossible to watch, like, say, the first episode of a show and then watch those last 3 episodes. It's there are shows where that is like super impossible, like Once Upon a Time. If you watch the very first episode of Once Upon a Time and then watch the last 3 episodes of Once Upon a Time, like you might sort of, but you also will not understand what the hell is going on um because in Once Upon a Time, it's not really like even that they like jumped the shark. Hold on. Where? I'm just looking for the right palette. Hold on. Ah! Hold on. Okay. I also have my controller, and it was just sitting in my lap. So, there's some noise. So, okay. Got my I Live, I Love palette from Juvia's Place. Oh, I didn't really remember what the colors were. It's some really bright blue and red kind of colors. It's pretty, right? So we'll mess around with that. We're just gonna like express and experiment, right? Oh, sure. Come on up. Come on up. If you want to talk about that, that'd be great. Where is it? Okay. So yeah, once upon a time, they actually concluded the series, but then decided, nah, let's give it another season with like a bunch of different characters, and then we'll be done. So like, it was like the end of a story and then like a short novella, which is just strange. It's a strange way to tell a story. I don't hate it, because I actually like Once Upon a Time, because sometimes junk food is delicious and enjoyable, and it can still be junk, y'all. You don't have to like take your junk food and try to convince people it's elevated. It's not. That's why they call it junk food, and that's okay.
Hello, Maiamama.
Hey, how's it going? Did you hear my rant about junk food?
Thank you so much for allowing me to join you, but I have a little bit of a technical difficulty. This is Claudia's disembodied voice joining you. I can't hear you in the Discord. You're muted in the Discord.
I forgot. Sorry.
Oh, yay! Now I can hear you. Thank you so much for letting me join you. Was I interrupting?
No. Well, I was just talking about... Oh, shoot. What was I talking about? First, I was talking about the weird narrative structures of Once Upon a Time. I was talking about junk food. That brought me to junk food, because I was saying I love Once Upon a Time because, like, you know, I love junk food. And junk food, I don't love junk food because it's I don't try to make it some elevated form of food. It's junk food. And that's okay. I'm allowed to like junk food.
Totally.
So like if you like something, like it's okay to just to fully admit that it's trash. Or does it make sense?
If I have only access to trash isn't a treat and I don't like it.
That's fair.
I love to like treat myself with like a nasty little hamburger, or like every once in a while I'll like get a tasting where I'm like, I think I want to taste what Taco Bell stuff tastes like.
Mm-hmm.
It's rare, but it happens. Ooh, that's such a bright color. I can't wait to see how this look turns out. Maiamama, I am currently working on a grant application for the Calling Up Justice practice about it's for the Black Lead Movement Fund. And I realized I was having trouble thinking about the ideas by myself, so I wanted to know, while you were doing your makeup, if I could talk to you about it.
Absolutely. Tell me.
Thank you.
And it's perfect because my theme is talking about completing things, and so we're completing something, right?
Oh, that's amazing. Well, this is so incredibly helpful. You know, this morning in the liberation meditation, I was reflecting on how we have to be iterative and we need interconnectedness. And so in the interconnected relation of things, I am going to talk to you to get a first draft that I will then iterate upon. And so possibly I'm barely going to take any notes, and I'm just going to riff and talk, because I was like, I don't know what I think about these. They're questions no one's ever asked us before. Yeah. So I don't have an answer that I already wrote. And can I just say, filling out grant applications is the most exhausting fucking thing in the universe.
I can imagine. I mean, actually, no, I know. Not no, I can imagine. I do know that, yes.
Because what they're requesting is, hey, no problem. Could you just write a 6 to 7 page paper's worth of text about why your shit is meaningful and necessary and worthwhile? And I'm like, that's a lot. But let's try.
Why should I give a fuck about you? Begin.
Well, no, it's less. No, it's more than that. Because here's the first question. How is your organization's values and practices aligned with both intersectional feminism and the movement for Black lives? Concrete examples of how your current organizing and or programmatic activities, and then you are, so what they want me to do is they want me to write a 500-word answer using concrete examples of calling up justice, organizing and programmatic activities that put the values of intersectional feminism and the movement for Black lives. They're giving me 500 words or 3,000 characters, and then they were like, oh, so there's a movement for Black Lives values. So I'm opening that. The movement for Black lives are abolitionist. This means we believe that prisons, police, and all other institutions that inflict violence on Black people must be abolished and replaced by institutions that value and affirm the flourishing of Black lives. Is that us, Maiamama?
That is 100% us.
What is something, so I would say Every 28 Hours Plays is obviously that, because that's like literally our police violence project.
Mm-hmm.
We partner and work with, oh my God, who's the group we worked with for the Martin Luther King Day celebration? Where we're like, oh, we're gonna help you next year so your live stream isn't all janky. The Anti-Police Terror Project.
Yes.
So we're partnering with them. Does We Charge Genocide TV speak to abolitionist values too?
Yes.
Okay. I should. I'm not even writing this shit down.
Because the industrial prison construct is a genocide machine.
Yes. Oh my God, Maya. Yes.
So it's a privatized genocide machine, and so like you know.
Okay. So wait.
Casually.
I'm realizing I have even more, but these, well, I'm only on the first one. So like Every 28 Hours Plays, and then I said our partnership with the Anti-Police Terror Project, not Terrier, Terror. Come on, computer. Okay, there you go. That's good. All right, that's enough. I could put more. Is there anything else? Well, let me just keep reading these. We believe in the transformation and a radical realignment of power. The current systems we live inside need to be radically transformed, which includes a realignment of global power. We are creating a proactive, movement-based vision instead of a reactionary one.
Word.
I agree with all that, and I also feel like that is what we're doing. So I was saying this to someone maybe a couple of days ago, that the calling up justice practice's business model is a prefiguration of the world we want to live in. Like it's jacking me up because I'm trying to like make our budget communicate to dominant culture institutions when our practice is shaped weird.
Yeah, I have to live my life in the way that will make it so that I survive.
Yes.
Like I don't have a choice at this point. I have to live my life in the way that I can. So, a lot of times it appears to be some form of like, example making. But it's also like, we have to live this way because we won't live otherwise. When I feel kind of always weird because, I feel weird about inspiring people.
It is strange, Maya.
I don't like it.
But why?
Well, no, I mean, I want to, but I also don't want to be like really inspirational,
It's a weird place of power. The reason I feel weird when people come to me and they go, I got so much from you. You've given me so much. You're my, it always makes me feel like they're thingifying me. They're making me into a pretend thing that can't actually exist in the real world. But also, I'm like, yay, that's nice. Were we involved in an exchange that I commit? Like when I get that feedback from folks I have been giving to with great intention, I receive it well. When I get that feedback from people I don't know, I feel weird.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's exactly how it is. Because like that is actually the point of what I am doing and what I am trying to and how I am trying to live and how calling up justice's values align is that So I often just have to put up with people thinking that the things I do are cool, even when it's uncomfortable. Okay, I'm gonna do something
So my
really wild with my makeup now. Would
oh, what
you
are you gonna
say that? Oh, I'm gonna start now. Um, did is virtual accessible pride a feminist space that
do?
supports Black lives?
I'm not there yet. I'm
Okay.
still in the so I've got our practice is a prefiguration of the world that we want to live in. Emergent strategy, and then of course this fucking thing is like, did you mean a different word? Did you mean to type a different word? Like
No.
instead of just letting my word be misspelled by one letter, it's like, oh, let me change it to a completely different, radically different word. I'm like, I'd prefer for it to be slightly misspelled, but for me to know what I meant. So emergent strategy says the small is all and the large is a reflection of the small. So we share power. Like I think I want to talk about our organizing like circle, like how we run this organizing and leadership team. Okay. I don't know if I call us the leadership team, but we are.
Well, we
I
don't.
don't know
I
if
mean,
that's
because
what
that's not how we share power. So we'd be like, so we would just. I don't think you should put necessarily leadership team in that because that's
I no, it's core. No, it's core. We call ourselves the core. We're
core.
the core folks.
Yeah,
We're core. Yeah, it's core folks.
we don't have like the leadership team because that's not how we're structured because we share power.
Yeah, and
We
because
all
we need
have
people moving
jobs.
all over.
We all have jobs and like tasks to do within calling up justice. You are the executive producer, or you're the executive producer of of Makeup Monday.
But I think this is what I'm saying. I'm like, oh, I'm going to talk about our organizing circle and the core folks, and then
Mm-hmm.
talk about how circle and core our we say core folks, not leadership team, because our other projects we have leaderful projects, and I will use the digital encampment as the example of that example. Oh, interesting. So this is Jacinia texting me saying that they would like to stop using the like, cause I stopped using their married name and went back to their like their birth name. I think that's what the last name was, and they're like, yeah, I don't want to use it. So I'm just saying, feel free to take it off the website, and I'll stop using it.
Oh yeah, you get
I
to
feel like that's an invitation.
you always get to make that choice, and we've been given that power because we share power.
Oh, yes. Okay, I'm going back to the fuck. Where was I? Where was I? No, it wasn't this. It was it this? Fudge. I was okay, what the hell? What the hell? All right, I'm frustrated because I was in the right document and now it's gone and I can't see it. I can't see it. Now I'm frustrated. What just happened? I was just looking at the movement for Black Lives values and it disappeared on me. All right, let me click on it again. Reopen it. Okay. Okay, there we go. So, they are anti-capitalist. We believe and understand that Black people will never achieve liberation under the current global racialized capitalist system. I can talk about our radical generosity framework, period. And they say we center those most directly affected. We believe in centering the experiences and leadership of the most marginalized Black people, including but not limited to those who are trans, queer, women, femme, currently and formerly incarcerated, immigrants, disabled, working class, and poor.
Yo.
And then the last value is believing in organizing and organization. Black people building kinship with one another, drawing political lessons, growing in our leadership, and expanding our base are the building blocks of a strong movement. I wonder. There's four more questions, so maybe I'm going to move on to the. Well, no, let's go to the intersectional feminism because you were talking about that. You were about to ask me if I thought the intersectional feminism value was was represented in the ways that we organize the accessible virtual pride.
Yes.
But I wanna get even deeper because I'm like, oh, aren't we run by an all femme team? Like we're an all femme, we're a majority black all femme organizing team. We have one indigenous Latinx person on the team, but everybody else is black and femme. So I go, oh, and we've got trans femme, we've got cisgender femme, we've got non-binary femme. Like we've got like some different flavors of all of that.
Flavor. Sorry.
Huh? No, what were you saying?
I was going flavor. Whenever I hear someone say flavor in a certain tone, it ends up me like triggering that.
Plate. That's so funny.
It's just a thought I have to finish.
Okay, and I'm going to say this is so we also our core folks are all femme and come from different backgrounds of intersectional identity. Period. All right, I think that's enough for this section. I think. I already am feeling anxious and overwhelmed by this application process.
I think you're doing a great job, and I think you should keep going. As the theme of this is about completing things. So don't mess up my stream.
Also, I love the orange around the eyes, and I love the blue on the eyelids. It's really it's awesome looking.
Thank you.
Yeah. Building local power. How was your organization building local power for Black communities? Include strategies you're using, the lived experiences of your bases and constituencies and issue areas of focus. I'm actually going to do every 28 hours plays here. Because part of the strategy of every 28 hours plays is you are invited to do a local production, add your own plays to the collection. Because like I was trying to figure out, how do we make the case that we build local power when we're so fucking digital and international? And I'm like, oh, we build local power through specific programs.
And offering resources.
Say more about that. What do you mean?
Well, we offer like the design resources to, when you're offering like the plays to folks for free, that's a resource to them. And that's what I meant, is like you're offering communities the plays and to add to them and including them in on it.
I'm also going to say disrep. I'm going to say disrep because our programs are about, I don't know. I could mention, so like we're not fully partnered up yet, but I've been trying to like do collaborative shit with the BAM House as often as possible. So I could name The Call and BAM House when it comes to building local power. BAM, it's BAM House, and the show is called The Call. Do you remember The Call?
Yes.
That is, I think that is the last project that we fully officially produced with them, and it was a couple of years ago, but like I was on the phone with Ayodele and Zinga. She just sent me a play that I'm gonna read because I'd like for us to potentially support them doing a play reading in the digital encampment.
Love it.
Also discussing play reading in Dig Encamp. Yeah, because I just made this new theater, the North Star Theater, and I'm like, oh, let's see if we can activate these spaces with more, like, I was like, oh, let me reach out to the Black theaters I know to see if they want to do anything in there, and Ayodele said yes.
So there's also, shit, where did it go? There's also something to be said about offering, we also, like, we can help people make digital versions of their in-person events so that people in their own communities can join, to make their own communities strong, even though it doesn't, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yes, I'm writing this down as you're saying it,
um,
because we're helping to do placemaking in digital space.
yes. Because even like even in town, um, people can't always leave their house. And to be able to give them any kind of, local involvement in community, you have to make it accessible to all. And that's a big thing that we do.
Let me keep talking on this one. So it says include strategies you're using, the lived experience of your bases and constituencies, and issue areas of focus. So I don't know what that means. I'm going to go back to the full application. So this is the building local power. In your description, please include strategies you're using, the lived experience of your bases and constituencies, and issue areas of focus. Please see the BLMF RFP under what we're looking for examples of our priorities.
Jesus.
Okay, let me have a look at it. I don't disagree.
No, of course not.
Okay, so like what we're looking for. Values alignment. Applicants are asked to describe how their organization values and practices both intersectional feminism and movement for Black lives. All right, building local power. Base building, campaign organizing. They want to support door-to-door community engagement, community gatherings, leadership development, political education. So I'm going to put down the watch parties. Watch parties as a strategy for that. Cultural organizing, using arts plus culture strategically to shift policies and practices within the Black communities. Yeah, that's the Every 28 Hours plays. Mutual aid, solidarity support for Black people, in which Black communities unite against a common struggle instead of leaving individuals to fend for themselves. We literally, I love that I can say we. I know it was Rye, but because this is a collective thing, calling up Justice paid Rye, and Rye immediately gave all that fucking money away. Gave it to the Congo. And I'm like, yes, hell yes to that. So I'm gonna say
I love them. They're so sweet.
I love all the humans that we collaborate with. And I'm so grateful. I'm really grateful Rye found us. And because like that was us doing an actual hiring process, and it makes me think we should try it again because it turned out so well with Rye. It's just a lovely collaborator. But I can say mutual aid, so like giving to Congo.
I don't know why.
Is there any other mutual aid shit that we do? It's like that's like with or for the Black community.
Oh no, that's for something else.
Well, here's the funny thing. Like, to a certain extent, we are the Black community, and we practice mutual aid in this living fund. So I'm like, well, we do mutual aid between the core folks all the time, but I don't know if that counts.
Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't we count?
You're right.
I count.
Okay, I think I know what I'm going to write about here. Okay. Did you have do you start your makeup Mondays off with I know what it's going to look like at the end, or is it a process of you're deciding in real time what to add and stuff?
Sometimes I'm deciding what to do in real time. Like today I am. But a lot of times it's I look at a picture and I'm kind of inspired to try doing something or whatever.
All right, the next question. Work across interconnected movement ecosystems. How is your core organizing work connected to other issues and movements? Express examples of who our partners across movement ecosystems may be and how we work together to build local power. And I'm looking back at the RFP, and it says you can write about abolition, you can write about economic justice, You can write about disability justice and healing. Um, you can talk about different bases. Black LGBTQIA2S plus folks. Black women plus femmes. Black youth. Black disabled people. Black Southerners. Black Midwesterners. So I'm going to say Black disabled, 100%, 100%.
1,000,000%, 1,000,000.
Black women, femmes. I wish I could say Black youth, but I don't think that's currently a place where we have strength in our practice right now. I normally have like a youth component in all of my practice shit because I'm normally teaching a class or something. But like the pandemic hit and I stopped doing education work that would give me lots of exposures.
Right. Because children are filthy, right? Is that why? I'm just kidding. I was joking.
Because institutions don't help people to not spread their filthy, filthy germs everywhere.
Yes.
This is, as I am not angry at individuals, this is a systemic issue. Although I'm a liar, I get pissed off at individuals all the time. So Black disabled folks, Black women, femmes, I'm in an interconnected movement ecosystems. I mean, I can just say this, Calling Up Justice believes that well, actually, let me see if I can fucking say this, because I know this is what I believe, and it's like a core foundational part of our practice. But I don't know if I've ever truly clearly articulated it, but it's that we cannot reach liberation unless we are doing it holistically.
Yeah.
If one piece of us is not in justice, it means we're all in injustice.
It's the tree roots.
Wait, say that again?
It's the tree roots. How we're all sharing, you know, how we're all like separate trees, but we're all we're interconnected into like some forestological, I don't know if that's a word, like ecosystem.
Nope, you got it. Okay, and then I can add that one quote that I always add to our shit where it's like, if you come to help me because you think that your freedom is bound up with mine, let's work together. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to do the Lila,
the Aboriginal sisters?
About working together.
Yeah.
And liberation being bound up together. Yep. And then, that's really good, Maya. I really love that. That helps me because, I said the word holistic, intersectional, because I would say that like we care about climate justice. And sometimes your climate justice conversation is also your abolition conversation because it's all fucking connected. Mm-hmm. Like we are anti-capitalists and that, okay, all right, that works. All right, okay. And so I think I'll be able to write that section. That's amazing looking, Maya. I love it. Are you going to play a video game after making your face look magic?
Yeah, I was thinking of actually getting to the end of Final Fantasy 15. Because I've been putting it off because I don't want to be done with the whole thing. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I have completed it completely. And then...
No, it's the same as us not watching the end of Lower Decks. As long as we haven't finished Lower Decks, it's still on the air, in my opinion.
It's not over.
It's not over. We still have 4 more episodes forever. What are the goals of your group? And how could a grant from the Black-led Movement Fund support your work and or organization infrastructure? Make sure to tell us about how Black people are centered in the leadership strategy development of your planned organization and or programs. Now I'm annoyed because I'm like, well, I already talked about that in that upper section, so that means I got to move it. Oh, you know what? Your eyes are looking almost patriotic to me because you added some white, and I'm like,
I didn't add any white.
That you did this. Oh, that's interesting. When your eyes were squinted, it looked like you had a white highlighter in there. I'm realizing it's just the blue bouncing off and chances are it looks different in person.
No, it looks pretty much like this.
Yeah.
There's not really any difference. I just thought I would give myself more defined eyebrows. Because I don't usually. Because they're not in style.
How
Yes, go. Sorry.
Make sure to tell us how Black people are centered in the leadership strategy development of your planned organization and or programs. So now I'm just like, okay, so I can talk about the reading, the play reading, North Star. Like this is my annoyance is, oh shit. And so I'll start at the top and I'm going to say the staff. I'll talk about the staff here. I truly believe that I have to write this down too because I didn't write it when we were talking. It all starts with you have to start with you have to address anti-Blackness first before you address anything else.
Mm-hmm.
You have to address anti-Blackness first before you address anything else. Period. It is a root that connects all of these intersectional nodes of oppression. Okay. I'm gonna go to the Calling Up Justice website just to see, like, what are our programs? What do we have on the plate? Ooh. Oh yeah, my computer's very hot. I don't know why it gets hot like that. I probably need to turn it off and on again.
I don't know.
It's been doing this lately, which makes me think I got it. I need to do something. I think it's just it's got too much on it, and when it needs to be, it needs to have less.
I like it. I agree.
All right, so I'm going to the Calling Up Justice website. And I will go first to networks. So we've got early words. Oh, I haven't talked about the Justice Producers Collaborative. Jesus. All right, so
the tech co-op.
I actually can't talk about the tech co-op, and there are reasons.
Okay.
Let me write this down. Justice Producers Collaborative. And then I think I also want to name what is the thing that we do on, we moved it to Wednesdays, our open development meetings, period. But like I can talk about Syra Barbaric and Mouthwater Arts, and I'll work with them. And then I'm gonna make this spell Syra right. There you go. It's funny, it got Barbaric right. It did not get Syra correctly. And I can also talk about Sky River and Histoire, Too Long Reading, Too Long Play. Okay. And there are open development meetings that empower. And also our, what do you call them? Our classyments, our boot camps.
Oh yeah.
Also boot camps, Maya.
Rapid response tech team.
Yeah. Do you have a desire to do a boot camp?
On what?
Like sometime soon? I don't know.
I mean, not. I want to, but I can't commit to that right now. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Like I have an awful lot on my plate, and I'm trying to be responsible and kind to myself and not saying yes even when I want to.
I really, really like that. You know, I've been here's the deal. We do a lot, and last year at this time of year we were just doing different things because we were doing a bunch of classes, but then we stopped doing them because we were busy doing other stuff. So I think it makes sense. You know, it might be that the boot camps are not a thing that sprinkles throughout the year. It's something that we do intensely, like Disrep, for like a few weeks in the fall or something. I'm down for that.
Ooh, you know what? That's how boot camp works.
Yes, exactly. Oh yeah, hey, do you have any opinions about the Oscars?
No, do you know why?
Why?
I didn't watch it. I just played
Oh, I didn't
around.
watch that.
I just played around on the internet with chatbots to try to figure them out. I had so much fun. It made me feel like uh, like those aliens, like the aliens from Star Trek that are, Shaka when the walls fell. When the wall
Oh,
fell.
that's super fun. I like
Because
it. That's
because
super fun.
oftentimes when you're talking to someone, you have to remind the AI of who it is. So it would be like Claudia, my sister who works at blah 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 and is this type of person, walked into the room and did da da da. But you also have to be careful because if because you might accidentally make the AI bot think that that Claudia, my sister who works at this one thing, is actually your full name. So we
Hmm.
have so it's kind of fun. It's been enjoyable, but I didn't want to watch the Oscars, and then I forgot about them until you like just mentioned them, and then I was surprised because I went, oh right,
Yeah,
who
it's that
won?
it used to be that I cared very deeply about the Oscars. I was really into it. And then I stopped caring completely because I was like, "Oh, this is the manufactured consent place where they
Yep.
reward movies that were not actually the best." So it's like performance art to justify who they're going to hire for the next 5 years in films. So
Yeah.
obviously Coleman Domingo was the best actor, did the best performance in like for best actor. It was obviously Coleman Domingo and Sing Sing. The
Yeah.
problem is the production company that produced The Brutalist was the same that produced Sing Sing. So they were happy to, like, I'm pretty fucking sure that Coleman Domingo knew he wasn't going to win and didn't have his hopes up because they were not promoting it. They were promoting The Brutalist because they wanted The Brutalist to win all the awards.
I don't
And it
even
makes me
know
sad
what the Brutalist
because
is.
Brutalist is a Zionist piece of shit movie from Adrian Brody. It makes
Uh,
me sad. But it's a film about great men, white men with ideas doing shit, building stuff.
and
Those
Does
movies
Adrian
about,
Brody put on a dreadlock wig and go "Batum ba ba"? Because that's the
no,
only
he
thing that I
mostly,
ever can think of when
he,
I
let
think of
me,
Adrian Brody.
he mostly speaks in a bad Hungarian accent that had to be fixed using artificial intelligence. They used
Gross.
artificial intelligence to help the actors' performances because they
That's
sounded bad. And I was like,
that's
why didn't they do that for Emily Perez? Because, like, they didn't have actual Mexican actors, so everybody's accents were whack. They didn't sound good. Like, actual people who speak Spanish are offended by that movie because they're like, what the fuck are they doing? What is this? This is weird.
it's like some
It's
weird like they're trying to make a foreign film, but from a country that's not their country.
Well, Saldana won for the best actress and Emily Perez, or best supporting actress. I forget which one. I think it was best supporting
It was
actress.
best
So Emily,
supporting. Yeah.
and I think they did that because they knew that if they didn't give an award to a couple of black people, they'd get called out. So they're like,
Oscar's so
oh,
white. Oscar's so white. Look
so they were like,
out.
okay, we're going to give an Oscar to Paul Tazwell for Wicked. I feel bad for Wicked because Wicked's a musical and it only received an award for how people looked. It did not receive an award for how people sounded. And I was like, how's that going to work? Like,
What about the
like
no music? It didn't win any Oscars for like best songs or
nope, nope.
that's
Dune 2. Dune 2
bananas,
lost.
y'all. That's
Um,
bananas. Well, you know how I feel about
like,
Dune.
it's not bananas though, because the things that were rewarded are in alignment with the new values of this country. The things that were rewarded, like I think that like this is the last year we're gonna see some of the kind of like I think it's the last year that we'll see something like Sing Sing, like at the very top. Wicked is actually a in some ways it's a racial tale, right? It's a racialized tale, so I can see why they stayed away from rewarding any of these people in it. And I'm also thinking that they're thinking, oh, we'll reward them for the second half, but the second half isn't just good. So I'm like, oh no, because that's what happened to Dune. Dune got a bunch of awards for the first half, and the second half they were like, you sounded good. Nice visual effects, I guess.
Well, Claudia, you know why that is, right?
Why is it?
It's because Doom's boring as fuck.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I mean, well, here's the thing. I do disagree with that, but not for this movie. I agree for this version of Dune. I agree. All right, so here's a question for Calling Up Justice. What are the goals of our group, and how could a grant from the Black Lead Movement Fund support our work and our organization infrastructure?
Goal is liberation and justice for all. I mean, like, that's a pretty big, broad role or goal. Shit, I forgot to put on blush.
I noticed. I thought you were doing something really clever. Because you put this shiny stuff on your cheeks, and I was like, "What is that? It's kind of white and shiny. It's not red."
It's the highlighter. That does go really here. Cool. It does go here, but it's just not what I was going for. Now I'm like, keep talking. I'm gonna be looking for my my blush. So.
All right, have fun looking for your blush. So our goals, I'm going to say that one of our goals is going to be like our ultimate goals are correct. You're right. Our ultimate goal is to end genocide and create and empower our community to create and sustain the conditions of life. So I like that. I know I want to make a living fund. So that's a very specific and a goal for the Calling Up Justice practice. We want to have a living fund, a fund of money that would allow us to just live and do the shit what we're doing. I want to have more so I would like to increase boot camps, etc. Oh, you know what? I think I also want to talk about Crip Create boot camps. Because one of the things I'm proud of with Crip Create is that, and this was me working hard to make sure that Crip Create was full of Black people. And on more than one occasion, we open up the Zoom and there's like 6 Black people, and then we sing Black Lady Courtroom. Because that's what you have to do. If it's all Black people in the room, you go, Black Lady Courtroom. Oh, Black Lady Courtroom. Ooh, ooh. Now, what color of blush are you using?
I found this rosy, sort of shimmery, pinky thing. Looks like
okay,
that.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that doesn't look very red to me.
No,
and it's. I love it.
I just thought I would give it a just like a little glow, but but more subtle.
But no, you want to have a little red in there because that makes it seem like the skin has some blood flowing in it. And yeah, that's great.
That is the goal, is to look, well, I mean, makeup, a lot of makeup was invented to hide disease.
Yeah, it's like I'm putting makeup on so I will look like my circulation system is working correctly. But also, like, you put
I have an active disease that is rotting me. So I have to put on makeup. Like, that's what the olden days was like.
Yeah.
Like, they all had the phage and put makeup on to cover it up. The phage. Yeah. I like that, though.
I do.
Okay, I think I just need mascara.
So, and the other Oscar winner that I thought was indicative of our times and sad, Anora fucking swept. It got so many fucking awards. And I think Anora, it makes me sad. Because in America, yes. So, like, there's this guy, Sean Baker. Sean Baker wrote the film Zola, which was fucking exploitation. He writes about poor people who are on the edge of life, right? And he did it about Black trans people and stuff. And it was like, you know how it is, like, if you make a film that is all about, that just focuses on poor people suffering, beautiful, attractive poor people suffering and having it rough, but also like being awful to each other. And like, it's like, oh, it's so real, so gritty. Rich people love that kind of stuff.
Because it's real.
the way people enjoy Zola, I think is gross. So like and also I
Torture
clocked that
porn.
they were like the white, yeah, torture porn and a white man being at the head of it. So it's like the white man they thank the white man for telling a story of poor black women being tortured. And then this film, but they didn't give an award. This film was not as good as Anora. It's just a less well-made film. The things that happen in it are less interesting, right? It is less emotionally evocative. In comparison, those two projects are both his projects. But Anora is mostly white.
Ah.
It's about a white prostitute who gets caught up with a Russian oligarch. And then all the craziness that goes on there. And in the end, she ends up destroyed and sad. So I'm like, awesome. So like, that's what great films are. That's what great art is. A white man showing us a white woman suffering beautifully. The aesthetic suffering of white women.
Or really anyone that the white man thinks is below him, which is everyone.
But I'm speaking specifically of the film Anora.
Yeah, it is a kink.
Yes.
It is
but like also
like that's like when I see it so many times and so many people are like, this is so great. To me, that means that it's a kink.
But like I'm agreeing with you. And I think that what you're talking about is the American kink. Like we are indoctrinated to enjoy watching beautiful women suffer. Like they show us beautiful women suffering and they say that's awesome. Let's enjoy this.
Yeah, they should because they deserve it because they have something you don't have. Sometimes that's like kindness and beauty and sometimes that's they just like it's I see it as the writer and the director getting off on destroying a woman's life, like, but they get to do it themselves, so they get to be the master over her and her destiny, even though she's fictional.
Yep. So I looked at the Oscars and I was not impressed by anything.
How were the clothes?
I want to see Oh, how were the outfits? It's interesting because I have been watching more and more. Just wow, that is a bright color. I love that you're like, woo, bright red. So I've been watching more and more just straight up fashion shows, and starting to realize that because I was not dipping into fashion show enjoyment, I was using the award season to get my outfit enjoyment on. I love people wearing pretty outfits and interesting outfits. Like it's so fun and interesting. And yet it's also the pomp and circumstance and pageantry to cover up the rotten core of America. Like I always think about how most of those people are borrowing those outfits. Most of those actors can't afford those outfits. The majority of the people there are not. The majority of the people at that party are not rich and don't make enough money to live on. But they do the show of the Oscars, and it makes us feel like we are witnessing people who are part of something great and magnificent.
A lot of them are almost homeless.
Exactly.
Like literally, like their house is just burnt down. Like,
oh well, okay. There's that. Like where there's like a fair number of them whose homes burnt down. But like I'm talking about how you look at these actors in these movies, and your impression is they must be doing well.
Oh no.
But and you see them at the I'm saying I'm doing the larger view for our audience. Most of the public sees an actor and they see an actor in an awards thing and they're wearing that pretty outfit and they look so good and they assume that person must have really stable housing that's really, really nice and they must have nice outfits all the time. And I'm like, no, this is pageantry because nobody cares about seeing the producers who actually get all the money. So they show us those people, but it's still part of the job. But like part of the job, I don't think it's fair that part of the job of being an actor is making it look like it's all you and it's your choice and you're in charge of all that. Because I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, that makes me think of Rick Moranis. Because Rick Moranis Rick Moranis had to retire because
Uh-huh.
his wife had passed away and he had young children. And so
Oh, he needs to take care of his
he
kids.
needed to take care of his kids. He wanted to be a full-time parent. And he was able to mostly do that, except he would do voiceover work because he had to pay bills.
Right,
But
right.
he was completely retired from like the public eye until like
Uh-huh.
pretty recently when he's been
Yeah, it's
showing up in
he's
things
yeah, he returned to acting in 2020.
because his kids were old enough.
Yeah, his wife died in 1990. I mean, I'm going to say this. I think he was being strategic and he recognized that he was working a very specific lane and that lane was going to dry the fuck up. And then he was going to find himself doing day work on TV shows like Grey's Anatomy. And it would be work that like he was working all the time, but it would be depressing and bad.
And it would
So
pull
I
him
think
away, and it would pull him away from his family because his kids were his number
exactly.
one priority. And like
He made
that
good
was not the
choices.
way. That was not the way to be. Like the way to be was to like go into a recording booth and do Brother Bear and Brother Bear Two and any other
Okay.
subsidiary Brother Bear movies. You know him and his working friend. They did like Bill and Bob McKenzie, but as Moose. Like they barely had to work. Um,
That's
they
hilarious.
just took
I love it.
their old sketch character and like just did that, and I think it's brilliant and good for him. Um, but yeah, no, I don't think of like people often forget that like it's just a job, and oftentimes and like that actors had to literally go on strike
Yep.
so that they were going to be able to get some of the things that they needed. Like a successful actor doesn't mean that the actor is making any money. It actually just means that they're working. Like as far as like they're able to get jobs.
Yep.
That's all it means. It does not actually mean that they're making the most money. Like you see a lot of actors that work a lot, that are in a lot of
Um,
things, and those are
if you
people that I
see an
think are more
actor,
successful.
if you see an actor on Netflix, probably they are also delivering food to people. Like that is real. Like there's a lot of
Yeah.
Uber drivers where it's like, oh my god, weren't you on like 4 episodes of that one Netflix show?
Oh my
Weren't you
god!
every
Didn't you play
episode of
the bartender on Lucifer?
or it reminds me of like what's his name who was like bagging groceries or some shit and somebody caught him and it became like a
Oh, from the
goddamn
Cosby
story.
Show. The guy who played
Yep.
Melvin in the
Yeah,
Cosby
because
Show.
he's just a middle-aged black actor, right?
He's
He's
working at
totally
Trader
capable.
Joe's. Yeah, he's just
Yeah,
working at Trader
like he's
Joe's.
he's capable of doing the job, right? But there's not that many roles for the soft black man, middle-aged black man character, and generally they're hiring from the pool of folks that they're already hiring from. So
And
I can
Tyler
see
Perry already has a full stable.
that's what I'm talking about. But also, Tyler Perry pays shit.
Yeah, he does.
That is the thing. That is a thing where it's like, oh, right, there's also the added thing of if you're a black person working in the field, you're always getting paid less. You're always taking away less. And so that means you're going to be more precarious and you have to keep working. Okay, so I think I've got most of the notes that we need for this application, I think. Um, I will possibly share the application with y'all. Your face looks so pretty. I love it.
Your face
Um,
is pretty.
So I've got notes that I think should do.
Good.
And I'm about to go try to do taxes. So I'm gonna go work on that, and I will be pulling up tax information while you're playing the video game.
Cool. I am gonna.
Maiamama, though, before we get there, you didn't mention any of your shit. Not one of your projects. Not anything you produce with the Calling of Justice practice. So I'm going to go back through this and be like, hey, Maiamama, what's a thing that I can highlight in this that's about you?
You said the boot
Uh,
camps. The boot camps are the thing I do. That
you
you
also
added that.
you also live stream 4 times a week with beautiful shows. You've also, I don't know. I just want to, like, you design video games, Maiamama. And I think your video games might be a little real. I wish the audience could see my face right now because I'm making like a, I think maybe, can you end a racism?
Can you
Can you
survive?
stop me? Can you survive? I think maybe Maiamama, I should mention the series of video games you designed
Oh yeah.
called
Can you survive a racism?
Yeah,
Do you
so I'm
think
gonna put
that
in.
would be? But do you think that would like work within the theme of what they're asking for?
So this is the entire point of the can you what? No, what do you
I
were you
was
making
joking.
a joke or something?
I was.
Missed? Oh, I missed it.
I was being obtuse. You're absolutely correct. Look at my makeup.
It looks amazing. I love it. It looks so good. Maiamama, the production that we witnessed of Chudi Gatwa from
Yeah.
Doctor Who
Uh-huh.
in The Importance of Being Earnest. It was so good.
Okay.
I'm so glad I went. Did you know that Chudi Gatwa can act with his butt?
Yes.
He did so much butt acting where I was like,
haven't you seen
No,
the sex education?
I have not seen Sex Education.
I only watched the first
and
season.
I was like, if I had to write a paper about this production, I would have to write about how the actors did character beats by twerking or like
Booty, booty,
presenting
booty.
their buttocks to another character to like indicate the level of. It was the horniest production of The Importance of Being Earnest I've ever seen, but I think Oscar Wilde would definitely approve. I think Oscar Wilde would
Wilde is the horniest of old
With all the
timey playwrights.
I love that, and I think Oscar Wilde would approve.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to let you go to play the awesome video game. I'm going to leave the Discord, and I'll let the video game be playing in the background while I try to retrieve my tax documents.
Hooray! Hopefully, hooray!
Yeah. Okay, enjoy yourself. You look great.
I will. Okay, bye.
Bye.
I'm just looking for the game now, folks. There's one for. Will this work? Okay. I'm sizing it behind the scenes. Okay, I hope. Oops, hold on. We're gonna just transition it. I'm gonna click in it. Click here. Oh, it's not showing. Let's do some more. Let's mess around with this. Uh-oh. Okay. So this is just like a tip for you. If for some reason you're mucking around on your OBS and the window doesn't show, just go into the properties and then make sure that your capture method is Windows 10 and up. And that almost always fixes it. So I hope that helps. Alright, so we are at the end. Remember, Maiamama plays with mods because she is, because I'm playing for the story, y'all. Like, that's my purpose, is that I am playing for, like, to complete the story, not to show everyone that I'm the best that ever was. I'm not Ash Ketchum. I'm Maiamama. Ooh, there was one other thing that I wanted to do. I'll do this in the Twitch. I'm just gonna add that I am not playing this game. Final Fantasy XV. XV. There we go. And so now I updated the stream info. I'm not sure if I can do that on YouTube. Let me see if I can. I'm just going in here, and a lot of times it says like you can put in the game that you're playing. So let me see. Ah, here we go. Final Fantasy 15. That's XV. Alright. Okay, and that's updated. And now let's, okay. So again, as a reminder, we're playing for the story. We're not playing to show, for me to show anyone that I am the best, game player. So we're just, I've been running around and just doing, like, little mini things, but let's just go to the end. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up and play to complete the story. For people who haven't really seen me play much, we have had a 10-year, like, time skip where Noctis was trapped inside of a crystal that, like, made him get a bunch of extra powers and stuff. So he has, like, some scraggly hair on his face. And the rest of his friends are older. You know, Prompto has, like some sort of little skinny, pointy goatee thing, I think, going on. And, yeah. But they all, you know, they're all just a little bit older. And they are also it has been night. Like, it has been nighttime for 10 years. Like, the whole time that Noctis went into the crystal, it has been night. So they're trying to bring back the light, which is, you know, that's the way to do it. Oh, we could destroy these. I don't want to do that. Maybe I do. I don't know. And it's been a little while since I played this. So maybe let's do we're gonna do like a little, let's do something just to get used to it again. Oh, hey. What's up, buddy?
You made it. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Ready to go? Good. The Empire's using this facility to store their arsenal.
Sounds like an important tactical target. What's our plan?
We charge in through the front gates. Pretty cut and dry.
Just the way I like it.
Alright. As a reminder, I play with mods. Calm down.
All together, men.
You're safe with me, buddies.
Want some?
weird that the music isn't playing. Oopsie. A plus. A D for finesse. Hooray! Now let's do it. Let's do it, fellas.
This way, come on.
Okay, now let's...
Marshal! Prompto! Claudia! Ignis!
Haha! We strong,
Prompto!
yo.
Ignis! Marshal! Claudia! Prompto! Claudia! Marshal!
Don't get sucked in.
Oh, oops. I didn't mean to do that. We won. That was easy. Okay. That means...
Mission complete.
For now, I'm going to scout our next destination. See you there.
I don't know. I guess I might as well finish it. This, right? Should I finish? I should probably finish this. Okay, let's get out of here, guys. I think this is the way out, right? Oh no, that's the way in. Let's go. I wish there was a better way to fast travel in this game. Forspoken has a really nice way to fast travel all over the world, and I do like that. It is a really big game, so I removed it from my computer recently. That was real rough for me. I had a tough time with it. Because I can be a bit of a hoarder with... Let's go back. Go here. Not that way. Just follow that. So earlier I was talking about the TV show Once Upon a Time, and there we are, getting close. And like how I think of the show as junk food. Because it is. It's like delightful, fantastical, and so completely unreal. Which is, I guess, sort of a fine point because it is a fairy tale. Buddy, how'd you get
About
here
time.
so fast?
Well, I'm ready when you are.
He's like, oh, like I was the one. I
Well then,
had to run.
let's move out, boys.
Why didn't you take me with you?
Good. We've made it in undetected. You're coming with me, Your Majesty. We'll take him down without being seen.
Look at his
Okay, but what if we are?
Then we
Yes.
give him everything
long
we've got.
hair and facial scruff. Warp kill those bad guys, or just get them all. But
One step closer to completing the mission. Damn. No sense sticking with the shadows anymore.
oh, they saw me. I was trying to hide. Fine. Let's just go.
Marshal!
I forgot the rest of my buddies weren't with me. Alright. Let's go get that third one.
One more down. And one more to go.
We'll bust that base in no time.
Aren't their outfits so nice? They have like special beat the bad guy outfits now. I mean, they spent like 10 years getting ready with, so they had enough time to plan the special outfits. But how exciting for them. Okay, it's about 0.19 miles. Okay. Okay, we gotta get past these guys.
Demons on the prowl.
You got this. Prompto. Claudia, take this. Nice one, Prompto.
It's not gonna...
Nice work, Claudia. Claudia, Prompto. Ignis. Nice one, Prompto.
I did not see this other one. I forgot about that.
Ignis, Prompto, Gladio. We're almost there. Keep it up.
It's nice to have such supportive friends, right? And this is Best Friends Road Trip. Like, that's what Best Friend Road Trip is all about. It's about conquering your fears and attaining your goals through the power of a road trip.
Everyone ready? Yeah. Of course.
Not good!
Prompto, Ignis. Nailed it, Ignis. Prompto, Gladio, Ignis.
Don't get sucked in!
Oh, shit. I'm okay. It's okay, guys. I was just not paying super close attention. Might be. I wish I could point warp so that I didn't have to go upstairs.
This mission's going to be tough, so I asked the Glaive to lend us a hand. Once they've completed their task, that'll be your cue to get to work.
Got it.
Are you ready?
Yeah, it's the last one.
Then we better get moving.
Let's do it.
First, the Glaives will temporarily take the security system offline. That's when you boys step in and wipe out the enemy.
But what happens if we run out of time?
Good question. The system goes back online and the mission ends in failure.
So, the quicker we do this, the better.
You got it.
We got this. 5 minutes. Okay. Oh. My controller. Was it? Alright, let's go.
Let's pick up the pace.
Why aren't those targets? Why aren't they targets? And what do I have to warp kill them? That's so annoying.
Stay cautious. All together now.
Claudia, march! Dignus! Prompto, Dignus, Marshal!
Don't worry, I got this.
I should this guy.
Prompto, Claudia, Dignus!
On to the next one.
Let's just run.
Quit standing around. It's not over yet. No sense sticking to the shadows anymore.
Prompto, Claudia, Dignus!
Go. Move it. We're done here.
Dignus, Claudia!
This is your day. Don't worry, I got this.
It's gonna blow up, guys. Let's get away. Is there another bad guy? Where? He's been hiding. Since I'm on top of him. Ah!
Dignus, Prompto!
Okay, now we completed that, and now let's get to the main. We're gonna get to the main.
Well, that takes care of the
thing.
bases.
So do you think the glaive will be able to handle things from here?
With the head start you've given them, they'll be fine.
And once they're done, Insomnia will be ours once more.
Yeah, Insomnia has been under occupation for 10 years. At this point. And we can... Oh. Sorry. How do we get out of here? Let's get out of here first. Let's see, what's this? Okay. Sometimes I have to give myself a little thing so I know where. Okay. This is the way. You know, it might sound a little wacky, but sometimes a big part of a road trip is a lot of walking around. So this is still appropriate for a best friend road trip, I think. Is this it? That is not it. What? Seriously?
Let's move.
Yeah. Hey! Hit it! Yeah! All right.
Go again.
We did
Let's
real
all
good.
get ourselves away. None the worse for wear.
Ugh, I don't like this. We'll see if I can go up and over, maybe. Ooh, stop doing that. Sorry. So at night, that's when the beastie beasts come out. And some of them have been mutated.
Little devils, I'll give them that. I can beat the system.
And that's why everyone had to leave the city. It seems like more trouble than it's worth, you know?
Ignis. Still works. Nice work, Claudia.
Okay.
Onward.
So I need
Right.
to go down. Let's find stairs that will take us down. Those are stairs that will take us down. Okay. It can be really frustrating. Okay, see, and these are not... It can be really frustrating to have to try to follow a map. Like, see, there's nothing there. That's not the staircase that I was looking for. So, looking for something that's more like this. That's inside the industrial outfit, or base, so we don't want those kind of stairs. Where are we going? It's here. So we need to find... You know what? Never mind. I give up. Let's just... A cure for insomnia. Let's just beat the game. Let's check it out on the map. So we're gonna just walk like that there. Oop. Okay. Monsters along the way. Alright, Noctis, be a king, would you? Stand back and delegate.
Yeah. Pronto. Ignis. Claudia. I'm impressed. Pronto. Nailed it, Ignis. Ignis. Nice work, Claudia. Pronto. Ignis. Still works. Nice work. Pronto. Nice one, Pronto.
And now I'll finish it off. Look how amazing I am. I'm Noctis. I'm the king.
Talcott was raring to tag along.
Well, he is a hunter in his own right.
Now
Feels like
Talcott,
only yesterday he was still a child.
he literally
Sounds like
was.
he's all grown up now. I'll bet Jared would be proud.
He literally was a child, like the last time Noctis had seen him, and now he is a grown. He's a kind of grown up. Okay, let's go up here, or do we go? No, let's go across this bridge. so confused. So I do need to go up this way. Oh. There we go. We go around the corner here. Get a little treat. Don't need it. Now I want to go down this way. So, here we go. Ooh, let's get a little treat first. Oopsie.
Demons on the prowl.
You're not letting me. Oh, there it is. Fine.
Oh, we got a good thing going here.
Ignis, Gladio. Ignis. Pronto. Gladio.
Let's go, buddy. Let me see if I need this. Oh, nope. Got that. Mithril shaft. Well, well, well. Nocty, nocty. Okay, we're going the right way. Honestly, I'm a little nervous. Oh, I was being a little dumb. I shouldn't say that. That's not nice. But I was forgetful. Save often. Save often. Because sometimes your game just might quit. And it's really, really frustrating if you've been playing for a while. If your game just done, that's upsetting. Ooh, that's like all glowing red. Try hard. Try head. Sorry, try head. Heart. That's cool. Alright. Okay. Oh, we don't need that. We don't really need that. Oh, it's for... Oh, it's for Prompto. We'll make sure to get that to Prompto. Why not? Try hard. Try head. Take that. Let's get this because it's Prompto. Let's see. He's mastered that. No, he hasn't mastered that. But it's, oh no, he has. Critical rate is locked at 20. That's just, you take a picture. And let's see. Unless you punish multiple enemies with a pair of firearms. Let's do Trigger Happy. Trigger Happy is one that I did like doing, so okay. And he just does that big fire thing for the sage fire with daggers. It's pretty hardcore. like that. What's up with you, buddy? Impulse. Ambush enemies with frontal. No. I think we should probably stick with where we're at because we want critical hits. But, so there we go. And I'm gonna save again because now this is once we enter the castle, we have to. I'm sure there will be an area where we can save. It's just that we don't go back to town anymore. Let's get him. Ugh, he's such a jerk. You know what? All of a sudden I remembered that I have salad stuff and sorry, I just need to tell everyone. Salad stuff and my housemate went to like an Oscar party and came home he had brought charcuterie stuff and he brought home charcuterie things, and so I can have like snacky things when I'm done. I haven't had lunch, so that's why it was on my mind, and it is getting late. Okay, let's get back to it.
Ifrit, the Infernian. He doesn't share the Glacian's fondness for mankind. But you can expect a warm welcome. I shall await you above.
Stay cool. He's gonna bring the heat.
Oh, this was the fight at the very beginning of the game. That's exciting. Let's do this. Ugh. Sorry, I clicked off. Alright, let's go. Let's see. Oh, awesome. Whoa, look. You can't see them. Because it's so dark. Okay. Sorry. Which way I should go? Here. God, it is dark, isn't it? Okay, that's out. I am guessing, y'all. I have no idea. Oops, sorry. Did I miss something? So confused. Go over here. Get me, Ifrit. Oh. Might be.
Knocked! Hang in there, buddy! Stay down. We'll keep him busy.
No! Over here! Quickly! Before he strikes again!
Oh. I forget which button.
Here it comes! I got your back!
Here you go.
Let's go!
Room for error.